Hello everyone, my name is Welicious and what I have for you today is a StarCraft 2 replay. Now I apologize in advance because this replay is not indeed Heart of the Swarm, but I tell you what, this is the deal. My casting skill isn't the best, it's not incredible, okay? I've been out of the loop for many years. I actually used to have my old little YouTube channel. I had a few hundred subscribers with that, but I wasn't giving it the attention it deserved. And I also moved out to another country. I lived abroad in Canada for about 6 years. So, I mean, with that, I was still very passionate about gaming. I would go to Starbucks with my laptop and strafe jump on Quake Live. So, it's never left me, but I've had to put it on the side. But I want to pick up where I left off. So, I'm starting with this replay. My skill isn't great. I will struggle with some of the unit names. I will struggle with the... everything. Let's just be frank. If you want to hang out, this is a good place to be, but I'm not going to promise you anything incredible, so just get your expectations whilst watching this replay and just lower them. Let's just bring them right down low. Let's get real low with it. Anyway, Alliv down in the bottom right is going to be our Terran for today, and Nyast up in the top left. Is he the best? Who knows, but the gateway is coming up. Perhaps he'll be looking for some early scoutage with that. I'm not really a Protoss player. I'm actually more towards Terran. I love the Terran. Oh yeah, love the Terran. Love the Ghost. Love the. Come on. It's like the evil equivalent of Ghost units. They are. It's on the tip of my tongue. Hey, I'll shout it out before the end of this replay. I promise you. I will shout it out before the end of this. Spectres. I think it's Spectres. Okay, anyway, here comes the probe. What are we going to see? On behalf of Nyast, he sees the SCVs running away. Nothing too much of a surprise there. He will be checking for that gas. He will be looking at it as gas. Now, does he know that there are only... Okay, I thought there were 2. We have 3 there on the gas. I think that might be enough for him for now. Maybe he wants to see the first unit that does come out the barracks. Does he want to see the reactor or tech lab that pops out onto the side? No, he doesn't. He just wants to check it out, scoot in, then scoot out. This map, on the look of it, is actually quite a large map. It's certainly one with the possibility for some macro action. If you look behind the mineral line here for both sides, there is a lot of space. This space leaves the door wide open for some harassment from those air units, drops and warp prisms. Even the Overlord. You won't see that this game unless we break the 4th wall somehow and just like new dimension occurs in which Overlords will sprout from the Earth. But no, this is Protoss and Terran. Yes. Anyway, so yeah, air units and the Reaper is coming in and around. He's going to do exactly the same as our probe did a moment ago. However, he's going to take a few hits. I think that probe was feeling a bit cheeky and was going towards him. Will he get blocked in from some kind of unit? Will he get the kill? Yes, he will. First blood to Alliv, and the Reaper just gets out of there. Will he see the expansion coming from Nyast? I don't think so. No, he does. No, he will not. No, he will not. But surely he knows something is going down because that Stalker was a little further from where he should be if he was going to stay in the base, if he was going to hang out in base for it. So would that go through his mind? I don't know, it seems oddly specific. But anyway, we have the first expansion down for Nyast, and it is indeed this Nexus, and the probe's just hanging out, it's just going to chill. Minerals, you can't really do much with that at the moment, but we are seeing a lot from Alliv. Do we have... Yes, we do. The command sensor for his second is going to be popping down, and that Reaper is smothered in blood with his 2 kills. Well, I'm not sure, even though the Protoss units like to teleport away. But yes, the 2 kills nonetheless, and we have more Marines coming out. Perhaps looking for a little bit of early Marine harassment. Is he going to harass it? Will he invest in a one-stop push, like a one-stop shop? Wants to win the place. You know what I mean. Anyway, engineering bay. I didn't remember what I... Expectations, people. Let's get good at this. I need a coffee, really. I need coffee. Anyway, engineering is down. We're going to be looking to upgrade these units. We have more gas on its way as well. And don't be stopping with it. Yes, very good with the SCVs. Good stuff. Stalkers. Not so much scouting from Nyast. Although this is a cheeky pylon. That's a very, very cheeky pylon. probe, I think he's seen enough. Will we see a starport? We have the 2 gas down. No, we won't. It's indeed a Twilight Council and a Dark Shrine. Oh boy, we've got the Dark Templar on the way. Robotics facility, more gateways, and we have the mothership core standing sentry over that tiny little choke point here, and the sentry in case things get too hot. Force fields, yes, thank you. Force fields. Okay, Reaper's coming out again, feeling a bit cheeky. The fight over here for the expansion. Will anything go down? Are we going to lose some probes? We're going to lose at least one probe I did see, but these units are going to get massacred. They're going to get absolutely destroyed. No upgrades for them. So perhaps we were looking for some cheeky shenanigans in the early game here with these units, kind of sending them to their death. What does that do to our units lost tab? We have, well, not an incredible difference, but units lost. Looking at about best part 400 to 500 units, minerals per side. We want our production tab open. Whoops! There we go. There's the production tab, and Stim is on the way. Also, that essential first upgrade for our beloved Marines. And drops. Oh yeah, I love to see drops. I really do. We have the reactor as well. Factory's just chilling. It's just over the top there, hovering up in the air as the Terran buildings do. Being sure not to get supply blocked. 54. Be careful. This is a master level game. I'm not sure if I did mention that earlier. But yeah, this is indeed a master level game being cast from me. The lowest of the low. But anyway, we'll get through this. We will indeed get through this. So, the chrono boosting is coming through as well for Nyast. Good timing there on the chrono boosting, not stopping from with these with the probes, just keeping them up in queue. Photo cannons, good job keeping them off your back. But I would really put one around the back. Personally, that's where I would put one. But what you gonna do? What you gonna do? More unit upgrades on the way. This Dark Templar, the first of his kind on the field. There he is. Also have good placement here from Alliv's observer. Does he see the medivac? Did he see that? I wonder if he did see that. We have a few good units in here. We have the Marines. Are they upgraded? No, not quite yet. But that upgrade for their shields and +1 attack should come through by the time this drop comes about. And the drop won't really have much to stopping it apart from these zealots. If Alliv is feeling sporty, he can get around these guys. I think he really just, okay, we're going to drop him off here. Perhaps he's looking to see if we have that sneaky third from Nyast in the top right over here. Nyast needs to be sure not to be supply blocked, and he is. Good. So what are we going to see from these guys? Are we moving yet? Are we going to move anytime soon? We have a factory that is floating over by the, this could be your third or fourth. With the position of this pylon, who knows what it could be. I reckon that pylon will go down pretty soon, depending on, well, where he wants to go, really, if you do want to sit down here. Scans, where was that scan? That scan. Dark Templar in the middle. Good. And we also have the +1 armor on the way. And Ghost Academy, I love to see the Ghost Academy, that's really good. So, I mean, both teams, both players are keeping their minerals somewhat decent. I mean, nice. What are you looking to invest with? You have so many gateways. So many gateways. We're going to look at some more pylons. Don't get blocked. And perhaps a few units sometime soon. A new expansion. What are we looking for? Are we just investing? Are we just investing in the upgrades? Are we going to go for some full cheese? Full cheese and try to just win this with Dark Templars? Who knows? But anyway, we have... Oh, this is that's a lovely sight to see. We have these 4 minifacs. The Marauder and Marines on their way head on, not quite head on. They're going to be scooting around the side, and it could be a two attacks at once here from Alliv. So let's see what goes down here. Is he expecting it? Nice, can certainly see it. Yeah, he knows what's up. He must know what's up. The Nexus putting out a few shots, and these Marines may well be doomed. There are no anti-air units here apart from these High Templar, which could storm. Yeah. We've got feedback down on the medivacs, and ouch. Alliv actually losing a lot of units there. Was it worth it? Not really. Not quite, but anyway, missing the attack over here on Nyast's expansion, and the Dark Templar not quite cutting him up, but no, not even getting any kills. But the drop certainly putting a sweat on Nyast, and it's going to make it indeed very difficult for this third to come about. These Zealots certainly have. I'm so bad with unit names. I know. Okay, I certainly have something to say about this. Yeah, they're going to deny that. So the third is going to come up nice and easy. And while that's all happening, Alliv doesn't really want to put out his third quite yet. Although it's certainly on the cards, he has the money for it. He probably wants to keep charge of his units. This one over here, this medivac, don't forget about that. That's going to be up there on the top right. And don't forget this guy down over here on the left side of the map. Dark Templars are not making themselves too much known, but yeah, they're about the map. Probably the most terrifying thing a Terran or a Zerg player would have to deal with would be these random Templars on the field, because look, I mean, it causes all sorts of problems for your opponent. These Dark Templar are going to be a pain in the butt for Alliv, but then again the scan will come down. There we go, and he is toast. And the pylon, yeah, is going. This Templar is going to look to try and get in under the Raider. No, it's not going to happen. Not in a million years. And yep, pylon is out of the way, and we're looking at our third. Good job, Alliv. Good job indeed. So almost maxed out. Almost indeed maxed out. And the composition at the moment, what do we have? We have just Marine Marauder, standard stuff. And perhaps we're going to look to just overwhelm our opponent here with those drops. We have plenty of energy here. Not being used to scan down. I would personally just scan it down and see what we've got to deal with in terms of these Protoss here. But, I mean, we have the Marine Marauder, Ball of Deaths up against what? We have some Zealots. I did see a few Stalkers, but, guys, it's, you know, we're going to be seeing Archons, the Templars. It's all going down. Even a Colossus? Even a Colossus, yes, indeed. Yes, the Colossus are on the way, and the upgrades are plenty. The Ghost is on its way. I love Ghosts. They are my favorite unit. They remind me a lot of the Commando unit from Command & Conquer. Am I right? Am I right? Command & Conquer days. Oh, what? They were the best. Truly were. I would love the Commando as a text alert on my phone. That would be great. Commando text alert. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Anyway, this drop here could be very messy. That's looking very squishy at the moment. So yeah, here we go. We're going in, and the Protoss know about it. They indeed know about it. I guess we're going to see what goes down here. Are we going to lose a lot of units? There are no Templars with this, so we're not looking at the feedback devastation we did see a minute ago. Kind of like a poke. I think Alliv is looking to draw his attention over to this side of the base. The warps are in. Dark Templar is about. These Marines are toast. It's not looking good. But at the same time, at the front side of the base, this drop is getting absolutely destroyed. There's the storm. The feedback was devastating. Luckily enough, the Marauders weren't actually inside at the time. But what else can we do? I mean, we're trying to look for some ghosts on the field. Do we have any ghosts on the field? What do we have? Yes, we have 5 ghosts, and they are in this little blob here down towards the third. And I can't wait to see them get into the action. I want to see some nukes. I want to hear them go when they die. Because they kind of do. I won't do that again. Don't worry, I'm sorry. So yeah, this blob is doomed unless they can scoot out. Will we see them shuttle away? No, they will just indeed run away. The Colossus, the High Templar. Ah, such a good mix. Such a very good mix here of units. They are looking a little bit weathered down, 1 or 2 of them. But what does Alliv have to say about it? These indeed, I mean, what you could just some energy to cool down the mules and just repair them. You've certainly got the minerals, so personally that's what I would do. I would just cool down a little mule and fix them up. The good placement here of the observer is going to highlight everything that's going on for Nyast and probably allow him to do what he needs to do and grab that 4th. Will he really be able to capitalize and hold on to this? And does Alliv know about it? Let's check it out. No, he does not. He does not know about that. And we have units on the move here. The Dark Templar are going to poke around with this ball, but it won't take much for a scan to take him out. So will the Dark Templar really just kind of be throwing themselves at this ball? Yes, they will be. He's going to mix them in and hopefully not get noticed. But yeah, I mean, you're going to know. You're going to know what's up when people start getting cut in half. Before your very eyes. But the pylon going down, is that much of a scouting technique there for the pylon. I believe so, perhaps. And the blob is coming up to our left here, the left side of the map, towards the squishy side of Nyast's main. All these gateways looking very, very, very open here. There are no cannons. There are no cannons along this ridge. But who needs cannons when you have the High Templars and a good rowdy bunch of stalkers? The Templars could throw down a storm on here, and getting a bit scared with this poke. And the same thing again, Vikings this time in the mix. The Vikings will indeed be looking towards targeting the Colossus, and I think Alliv is in a lot of trouble here, unless the EMPs are perfect from those ghosts of his. The odds of Alliv coming through with this are very slim. So yeah, we are backing off. We're backing off with this blob. Do I want to see siege cannons? Do I want to see more air units? Yeah, of course I do. Yeah, you're right. Of course I do. And this money is ridiculous. But I mean, Alliv is maxed out. What can he do? What can he bring into the fold? What is he able to really mix it up anytime soon? We have a drop going down at the back of the base. And that is perfect timing there for Alliv, as it will bring over the units guarding his main, and at the same time this drop over here on the third. This is great to see. This reminds me of what I used to do when I first started playing. I was the drop king. I would just love having to do it. This is great technique for any bidding Terran player, just to get in there, stop microing your drops, just get really good at your drops, and boosting about the map to really harass your player, because it will. Not only is it good, you might get some units from it. You might annoy your opponent, but it gives him like physical pain to have to deal with these drops when he wants to just bring his blob to your door, to your front door, and get it over with. That's kind of how Protoss want to do. They do have their blob, and they will funnel you. They will funnel you in with their force fields. This is quite a large choke point. It's quite a large gap, so perhaps you wouldn't want to engage here, especially with no sentries about. I certainly don't see any sentries here. But the Colossus, excuse me, would take care of most things, I'm sure. But anyway, with that, Zerg as well like their open spaces. The Zerg love their open spaces. They love to surround their opponent and just overwhelm them. You can also get the... What's the new unit that kind of drags them over? Yeah, these Colossus, these would be really susceptible to a Zerg player right now. They would literally just pick them off and chew them up. Easy peasy. Do I want to see more ranged units from Alliv? Yeah, I mean, a siege tank, boom, right there would be delicious. That would be wonderful to see. Probably wouldn't last very long against these Colossus, but I'm just a sucker for siege tanks. I absolutely love them, as well as Ghosts. They're a gorgeous unit. Yes, I truly believe so. And this is actually attacking the front of Alliv's main. No one's in the bunker here. We have no units at all. This main is looking like it's actually in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble indeed. Vikings are holding off a lot more than what they should. They actually get the mothership core. Oh no recall for you. I'm pretty sure that's what it does, unless the Nexus does it. I'm not so sure. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go with that. No recall for you. Your mothership core is of no use. You'll have to be training up a new one. That one. Oh, the supply depot is going down. And Alliv, what are you doing, buddy? We have the two blobs, but no one's really meeting for that engagement, that essential engagement here. We have the Protoss going down there. That's going to be alright. Anyway, the main action is right here, guys, on Alliv's main, and he is indeed supply blocked. He just got supply blocks. We're looking at devastation here. The Ghosts are just chilling out with those Vikings. What are you doing, Alliv? Wake up, buddy. We need to get in the action here. Here we go. The horde of Ghosts are on their way. Snipes taking out some of the Templar. Very good to see. Very good to see. The scans going down. The Colossus are popping. And the Protoss are looking a little bit desperate as they do run into the base to see what devastation they can cause. The tech labs are going down. That's going to be a pain. But I don't think they'll really take too much from this engagement. And Alliv is indeed supply blocked. So, I mean, you would love to counter attack at this point, but you really want to get your supply depots back in. Back in action. So you can just get those numbers together. The factory isn't really being used to scout as you probably could be, but we have here over on our, well, it's like a mid expansion here for Alliv. Will we see more drops? Will we see more kind of Templar play. I'd like to see that. I do love the Templars. I love to see the Templars in action. Those storms, the feedbacks, good stuff. And more Stalkers with Blink, good to see. Yes, the Blink in action are going to escape from there. And across the far side of the map, we have what Nyast is doing is almost the equivalent of Alliv's drops here, just blinking in and out with these little guerrilla raids on the exposed expansions. Although they have the cannons there, they will be taking out these Stalkers. So are we looking at more of a waste? Perhaps these wastes will add up. A little bit of careless unit management. My money at the moment would be for Alliv to pull through on this, even though... Oh, look at this! Are we going to see any scan? Look down the scan, look down the scan. Ghost versus Dark Templar, what a wonderful fight to see. I'd love to see some kind of cinematic with that. Ghost versus Dark Templar, that would be incredible. Anyway, so yes, we did lose the expansion there, and this one it's struggling. It will pull through. It will pull through, but I think Nyast is just trying to, I don't know what he's really trying to do. Like, we're just poking away at these expansions while Alliv gets stronger and stronger. Look at that mineral pile up over there. We're looking at 2,000, 1,000, at least 1,000 for each player. Like, you know, you could do whatever you wish with this. Could do with more gas. Definitely could do with more gas. Alliv is looking at more unit management and has to keep on dealing with these pesky Dark Templar. Not great. Where are the drops we saw earlier? Where's the harassment? You know, do we have the upgrades in place? Yes, we're looking at 3-3. Yes, we're looking at 3-3. Yes, it's good. Good. Not so much on the shields, but who needs shields? Or who needs the... And this is certainly looking to go down. Not a big as blob as I would hope to see, but a blob nonetheless. The unit's actually taking a lot of damage. The Zealots are actually taking more damage than I thought they would from that orbital. Not the orbital, it's a command center with cannons. I forget, but anyway, yes. Anyway, as the game kind of does go on, nothing changes at the moment. I mean, we're still looking at Dark Templar, the Zealots poking away, and Alliv perhaps just wants to go ahead and shut down this pesky Protoss player once and for all. I got the yawns. What are we looking at, gents? What are we looking at? Yeah, this has been denied, big time denied. And the pylon, who will make it first? Is the pylon going to come through? Whoa, that's a scary amount of Colossus on the way. And what does Alliv have to say about that? What is Alliv going to put down? Is Alliv going to be able to confront his opponent right here at the crossroad? Yeah, I'll call that. Oh, it's a weird looking crossroad. But will Alliv be choosing to engage here at this part of the map right now? Or will he want to push on towards his main? Do we know that the blob is about? We know something's up. We know that Nyast is looking to take that. And the cannons are real, guys. It's in play. And the Vikings perhaps would pick a Colossus. Oh, that blink. That blink. Oh, could have been a lot worse. But the Ghosts are up front. The Storms devastating there. Oh, the Storms in the middle of the units there. HP is just melting away from our units. And Nyast is going to... I'm going to put... Whoa. I would say I'd put my money on Nyast with that. Are the cannons going to come through? Archon's in action as well. The Vikings are certainly proving their worth. And taking out a few Colossus. Alliv saying your race is most balanced. It's good to see. And I think he's trying to say that Nyast is making it look easy. I mean, to be honest, all we need is a good pylon placement, and then you can start warping in units. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if Alliv actually saw the Dark Shrine, but he would have known by the presence of Dark Templar that, I mean, would he have commit to some Dark Templar cheese? I don't think he had that in mind. I mean, what went wrong for Alliv here? I think he really just wanted to get his not so much get his death ball, but kind of pick him apart, destroy him a bit with the drops. But it didn't work out. It did not work out, and Alliv is probably going to call the GG real time soon. He's going to call it real soon, but that's a good game by Nyast. Definitely holding strong there, keeping it real, and playing his game. I love the DC play. It's a shame the ghosts weren't as super effective as I thought they would be, but yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes, I suppose. Yeah, yeah, I think Alliv is a little mad. That was a lot of effort from those harassments. That was a ton of effort on his behalf from those dropships. And he must be feeling a bit gutted because it didn't really amount to anything. But here comes the blob. That's a beautiful unit composition right there. The Archon at the front. And the Templars in case things go bad. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's mad. Nice, I'm sorry, bud, but I mean, what can I say? I love to see nukes. I would love you to see nukes. I mean, you want to see someone sweat when they hear that. When they hear that go off. Oh wow. Yeah, it's real. I think he just got outplayed. Wow, this just got deep. This got deep, yeah, and that's GG. No GGs, but that's the end of the game. Nyast coming through there with a wonderful unit composition, and Alliv with, despite his efforts, getting denied the win here. That was some really good drops I saw from him, which he should be proud about. You really should be proud about. And here we go, the +1 shields coming through at the end. Yeah, you should really be proud of that. I love the ghost reduction as well. I, as a spectator, love to see the nukes. I love to see the nukes go down. I love to hear it. I love to see people sweat when they have to search the map for a little red dot. But anyway, as I said before, guys, with your expectations and these replays, I will only improve with time. And with the more I cast, the better I will become. And I won't have to be so much of a stop-start commentator for you to endure. So anyway, until next time, my name has indeed been Welicious. All the best, and until next time, keep it real.